Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming and this is going to be my last Raid Shadow Legends video. So yeah, it's finally official. I'm officially quitting Raid Shadow Legends. It's no clickbait, no nothing. I haven't posted for a while Raid Shadow Legends content. For those of you who might have, seen that, right? I've been focusing King Arthur a lot, and I just, I think I just had like one video a couple of weeks ago or last week where I did some summons for somebody. It was pretty fun and all that, but the reality is I've decided to quit playing Raid Shadow Legends. Now, what do I mean by that? It's not just quitting of covering the game, right? Which I already stopped doing that for quite a little bit, for almost a month. But I've also decided to not play the game anymore. So I'm giving my account away. I already, found somebody to give my account away to, which means I'm not gonna have an account for Raid Shadow Legends anymore. I'm not gonna be playing this anymore. Now it's it's a little bit of a, I guess, a half emotional video in a sense, because you know what, it's been an amazing journey. So what I want to go through today is I want to kind of go through the good and the bad, the reasons why I'm quitting and all of that. So if that's something that interests you, just keep watching. If not, thank you for the support so far, and I guess, hopefully seeing future games. But if we're talking about the future of the channel, I'm personally covering King Arthur Legends Rise right now. For those that have seen it, I'm actually enjoying the game, right? It's pretty fun. It has the complexity of Raid. It has good graphics. But, that's what I'm doing so far. I'm playing that. I'm also in the works for building a website, right, for my name that's going to focus King Arthur content. But also in the future, I'm looking forward to Godforge. So if you're watching me and you're looking forward to Godforge yourself, I guess stay subscribed, because once Godforge comes out, maybe even during the beta, I plan to, go all in on that game, because I have massive faith in Hell Hades and his team, right? And Fateless itself. I have a massive faith that they're going to do an amazing job. Now, if we're talking about Hell Hades, I kind of want to say that, I want to say massive thank you to Simon, aka Hell Hades, because he's been the inspiration for me starting to, do content creation in general. I've been a gamer for, all my life. Ever since I owned a PC, I always loved games. I always played several games, and the first time that I actually thought about covering this is after I started watching some of Hell Hades' videos, some of his streams, and I just casually asked him on Discord, what would you suggest I do to be able to, start this as a thing, to do it as a job? And he was kind enough to help me with some advice, give me some tips, help me obviously promote me a ton with the free-to-play series and all that. So he's, Hell Hades is always going to be in my heart. I will always have his back. He's an amazing human being, not just an amazing content creator. And, for those of you that do not know, Hell Hades has also been to my wedding as well, right? Him with Saf, Dan, obviously, Lady H, they've been to me and Susie's wedding. For those of you that do not know, Susie's my wife. And it's been an amazing experience. Now, the reality is, I've enjoyed Raid Shadow Legends, definitely one of my favorite gacha games that's ever been out there, and I will always be thankful. I will always be thankful to Raid Shadow Legends, because this game was the one that gave me the opportunity to start content creation as as a full-time job, and it's because of them. I'm really thankful. Not only that, because of Raid Shadow Legends, I met my wife, right? I met Susie Plays, my wife. We are happily married. We have a beautiful baby girl, Lily, that just recently turned 8 months old, and it pretty much changed my life. And the thanks will always be to Raid Shadow Legends, because they're the ones that kind of helped get me at this point in my life. Also, I'm thankful to all the amazing people that I've met because of this game, not just Simon, right? There's tons of other amazing content creators, tons of community members, like as an example, LS Soldier, met because of Raid. He's now a close friend, always comes visiting. Again, he's been to the wedding, he's been to the baby's christening, he just recently visited. And yeah, all in all, it's, it's definitely been something beautiful that has happened, which, it's all thanks of Raid. I still have the t-shirt, right? I forgot to mention. I'm wearing this t-shirt now because I'm not sure when else I can wear it. Now, another thing that I want to mention, it's definitely one of the best games out there. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the complexity that the game has, the number of champions that it has, the gear complexity, it's just been huge, it's been beautiful, and it's been an amazing game that, I definitely enjoyed. However, I guess time to switch a little bit to the other side. From my point of view, for at least for the last 2 years, or like 2 years and a bit, I've not been enjoying it as much because I mean, I do understand that it's a business, right? I always try to put myself in the perspective of the business, but unfortunately, the negative part of the game just took over from my point of view. That's why 2 years ago, I decided to completely stop spending and not support the game anymore because from my point of view, it didn't deserve my money. I used to have the, what is it, the daily gem pack every time. I would buy, you know, the monthly pack, stuff like that. But over 2 years ago, kind of like a few months after Susie quit playing Raid Shadow Legends, I decided to stop spending myself because I did feel and I could see that that's where the game started taking a turn, where it became worse and worse. We all know they do some shady stuff and, you know, they do some shitty decisions where they make you spend all of your resources, then they release something else extra, and that was just not cutting it for me. I always want to believe, I always want to be positive, and I always wanted to believe that it can be done better, right? It is a business, they can still make money, but the decisions and the way that they have been taking this game, it's just shittier and shittier, like, pardon my French. But like I mentioned, up until like 2 years ago, I feel like the game was still in a strong spot. I feel like the game was still balanced, was still catered towards you know, the possibility of being able to compete even as free to play with the whales. And from my point of view, everything went downhill when they started introducing the empowerment. Now, don't get me wrong, the empowerment is an amazing feature, right? It's a fun thing. You can power legendaries, you can power epics. That was a cool stuff. However, if there wasn't a gap already between, you know, spenders and free-to-play from the point of view of gear, right? Because everybody would farm gear to get better gear. The empowerment started doing that. Then the next thing that they implemented, which again kind of like pushed that gap even further, was the awakenings. Again, amazing system, just really bad implementation, right? Really bad implementation from my point of view, because it's a cool stuff, it's a fun stuff, but it's so hard to get these awakenings. It's, you know, hurts my soul. I've been playing for 2 years and I think I just pulled 2 6-stars. Like I pulled Arbiter and Duchess as 6-star awakenings, and then from that, the other ones that have 6 stars I bought from the shop from level 1. Like Narcissus, Roto, Seer, and my Godseeker, most of them I just bought from the shop, at least for the ones that are really important. You know, stuff like Iron Twins is just really bad implementation. Then the next thing, which, you know, it's funny enough, happens right now. Clan versus clan tournament was implemented. Good idea. Bad implementation. Again, they kind of like just went with, you know, oh, you don't want to play it. They forced us. They gave us game-changing rewards in this one. So it kind of forces you to engage with it. Again, this is another thing that they prioritize the KPI of, you know, time spent in game over the, you know, what the community says. Like pretty much, I'm going to say it out loud. They just don't give a shit. That's the reality. Just don't care. Same example was with Hydra, right? Amazing game content. They did some balances, did some changes, but then the implementation of this was bad. Then what else? Okay, Chimera, it's still too fresh to talk about it. I cannot really, you know, say too much. But then we had, again, this one, the Primal Shards. Honestly, this one has been in the game for over a year, right? I think it's already been a year since the Primals and Mythicals have been put in game. Again, this one's just straight up in your face cash grab. It's been a year and I've not pulled a single mythical from Primal Shards, right? I have not pulled one. I mostly pulled during 2 times when you have a high chance to get mythicals and still did not get one. So I feel like this was just really bad. It's like, you know, you implement something in the game that only a part of it can enjoy. Like, I personally cannot enjoy the mythicals in the game because I only have 2. I have or like 3, sorry now. I have Lady Mikage, I pulled an Aphidus from the Remnants, and then I got Carnage from doing a million years of Cintranos, right? Is it Cintranos they call it, right? Cursed City. Yeah, Cursed City of Cintranos. So that's the reality, unfortunately. Raid has been in the last 2 years just in your face, give us your money. We don't care if things is quality, we don't care if it looks good. And that's why I started, you know, losing more and more love for the game. That's the reality. Like, and because I'm not enjoying it anymore, I'm just, you know, I'm not covering it anymore. At the same time, it might have been, it's also, you know, the reality of this is my full-time job. YouTube is not, you know, the revenue from YouTube from my videos has gone down a lot as well, and it just makes no sense. Plus, again, because this is my full-time job, there's no incentive, right? Raid does not support or reward the long-time players. Like, not only as a content creator, but as a player, you've seen that. They don't reward us for, you know, for thank you for sticking around for 4 years. Here's something to incentivize you. No, they don't care. They just want to get more people in the game. to just spend more money and, you know, get as much money as they can, and that's not okay by me. I don't enjoy that, and honestly, I do not want to support that. Now, one thing I quickly want to mention, I can still do takeovers if people are interested. I'm quite confident that at least for the next 6 months or a year, I still have the knowledge to do takeovers. So if you're interested, join my Discord and DM me. But that's the reality. It's like I don't feel like it's worth for me to cover the game anymore, right? It's like I still enjoy it, but just a little bit. I don't love it as I used to. Then again, as a content creator, again, this is my full-time job. This is how I pay my bills. So, you know, the views, the payments and stuff like that matters. Like, when it comes, for example, the content creator program, yeah, we get, you know, depending on the tier that you have and whatnot, you get some in-game resources. But if you're not somebody that's, you know, well established, a big content creator such as, you know, Hell Hades, Ash, Scratch, Nubs, you know, some of the ones that do extremely good on YouTube, you know, shout out to them. They're massive content creators. If you're not one of those ones that do really good, it's like, you know, for somebody like me, their content creator program sucks. From my point of view, right? We have other games like there was, you know, there was Dragonair, there was Infinite Magic Raid, Ace. There were so many other games that incentivize you in a way, you know, to be able to do good. So not only do I get some of the payments from YouTube, which are not the biggest because they depend on views and ads, but they also have, like, you know, based on how many views you have, you get a certain payment from the company, kind of like, you know, I guess it's a way of saying thank you for, you know, covering our game pretty much for free. Based on your views, we're gonna pay you something. That means a lot for somebody like me that, again, has this as a full-time job, and just Raid this nothing, not even like, you know, end-game promotion of content creators or other things. There's just very little things that they did to, you know, support something like that. If you still want to support me though, there's a link in the description, a pinned comment of this video that says support me for King Arthur Legends Rise. You can click that, you can support me pretty much. If you do, for example, you know, the King Arthur, I guess, content creator program, for every purchase that somebody does, I get a certain percentage. Like it goes up to 5%. I'm currently, I think, at like 3%. But even if you don't spend, it still helps me because, you know, if I hit a certain threshold of subscribers, I guess my percentage that I get is you know, goes a little bit higher. So again, there's so many different ways that people can be supported, but I don't know, Raid just doesn't do it. Like it doesn't matter how, you know, how good, how complex the game it is. I think it's just not worth it anymore for me. Like it's just not worth it. I'm not enjoying it. Also, you know, the decisions they've done in the last few months has turned you know, so many people of the community more negative, including myself, and I totally get it. And again, I don't want to play a game that I don't enjoy anymore. That's kind of reality. So I don't enjoy the game anymore. I don't you know, it's not worth it for me to cover it as a full-time job. So I'm just walking away. It is a bit, you know, it's a bit sad because, again, I've been playing Raid for over 4 years now. I've been covering the game for almost 2 or 3 years, right, as a full-time content creator, but it's just time to step back. It's time to step back. But I guess just to add it as a conclusion at the end, I want to say again, massive thank you to all the community, all of you out there that have been supporting me through this journey. You've all been amazing. I really love and appreciate each and every single one of you. It's pretty much allowed me to make, you know, a dream come true, right? Do gaming, play games, make videos on it, and do it as a full-time job. I only ever dreamt about it, right? So the fact that I'm able to do it, it's all because it's all because of you, right? It's because of you, because of Raid Shadow Legends, because it was such an amazing game. It just keeps going down, unfortunately. It's because of, you know, people like Hell Hades, other content creators out there. Like, you know, it's been a really fun journey, right? And the thing is like this, I want to emphasize on this because even though it might be weird to look at it this way, but the thing is like this: we have Raid and then we have Plarium. That's how I kind of split it up. Raid, amazing game, amazing team, right? Developers are really good. We have Banana and Ace, the community manager, which are amazing, like nothing but love and appreciation for them. They've been amazing through all of my period as a content creator. They're just somebody that deserves, they deserve all the love and support because they're amazing human beings. Unfortunately, the Plarium or aristocrat side of things is just greed. That's the reality. Like they kind of like, they're tearing down this game, they're killing it slowly, and that's the reality. So yeah, I'm quitting Raid. I'm not playing. I'm not gonna have an account anymore. I don't think I'm ever gonna come back to it unless, like, you know, I know there was another game, like, you know, the prequel, right, or sorry, a sequel to Raid, like Raid 2, that was mentioned a while back. I might come back to play that when it comes out, or if, I don't know, maybe I play King Arthur and that one doesn't work too well and starts dying down, and I see I have more time on my hands, because again, time is more and more limited, because I have an 8-month baby girl, right? I have to take care of the baby girl as well. You know, I'm a full-time father, first of all. I'm a full-time father, and only after that, I'm a full-time content creator. But in the future, like, I don't know, if Hell Hades launches a free-to-play series and the time allows it, I might just join that for a quick session. But for now, it's just, this is it. This is game over. This is my official I quit Raid Shadow Legends video. Again, thank you to every single one of you watching, supporting me for all this period. It means the world to me. Like, you know, I might not say it too often, but it really does, right? Again, it really does. It allows me to do what I love and continue doing this because of all of your support. Again, I'm currently covering King Arthur Legends Rise. If you still wanna, support me, you can stay subscribed. Maybe give that game a try. It's pretty fun, right? It's pretty fun. You can play it completely free to play. I'm playing King Arthur completely free to play. You might want to give it a shot. But in the future, the plan is going to be for me to cover Godforge again, right? When Godforge comes out, I'm going to go all in. I'm going to go full on, dedicated to Godforge, because I do believe that that's going to be the true raid killer, right? That's gonna be the one that's gonna do so good that it's gonna make people forget about Raid Shadow Legends, because again, I have massive faith in Simon, Dan, Sham, all the team out there. My wife, obviously, Susie, that's a community manager. I have massive faith that they're gonna release the best gacha game, or if not the best, maybe one of the best gacha games out there, and I think it's gonna stay for years. But yeah, guess we're gonna leave it at this for today, guys. Again, thank you all for watching. As always, if you do enjoy my content, that's King Arthur, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next. I guess happy holidays for those of you that might unsubscribe, because I'm not gonna cover raid. Wish you all the best. I wish you an amazing life, health, and all the good stuff. So yeah, thank you for watching. See you in the next one. I cannot speak anymore. Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.